and talk about the things that are on the field that we need help with. And it's much better to practice here before we go out, right? And blow our prospects. So congratulations to you all for taking that time out today to take your business to that extra level, right? Because it's really important on how we say things and how we lead people into making a decision. So how we always start off this call for those of you who are on the role play for the very first time, what we do is we do an agreement drill. So the one thing that you always want to do with your when you're talking to somebody is always agree with them, right? So the agreement drill is very important because what it does is it puts the other person at ease, right? Sometimes when we try to explain things, it becomes confrontational. So people feel a little bit better when you agree with them first. Now, agreement doesn't mean that you agree 100% with what they say. Agreeing means that you empathize with how they feel, right? And when a person understands that you empathize with them, they now can let their guard down. They now can open the doors to actually have a communication. So, Sabrina, would you like to start us with our agreement drills and
Sure, I can do
explain
that.
what they're supposed to do as well?
Oh, okay, no worries. So one of the things you do, you take yourself off of mute because we want everyone to participate. So basically, I'm going to give you an objection and you're going to agree. And the agreement could be just as simple as I understand. I can let me see. No worries. I can reset the appointment. You're basically agreeing to whatever I'm saying. Regardless of what it is, regardless of how crazy it is, it's just learning to agree. That way it helps to settle you and then it helps you to respond appropriately. Okay. So are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. I need to run the numbers.
Of course you do.
I'm busy.
I can understand why you're busy. I am too.
I'm not taking out a loan.
I understand perfectly where you're
Yeah, I
from.
understand.
Definitely understand.
I don't like the way they look.
Oh, I
Oh,
can
interesting. Why you say
I don't like how your bill looks.
Can you email me the proposal?
Absolutely.
I sure can.
Absolutely done.
Sure.
Right
What
now.
do you want on it?
We're moving.
Of
Understand
course.
relocation is important.
Absolutely.
We already looked into solar.
Got it. Understandable.
Well,
Great.
Got it. What's preventing you from getting started?
Solar is a scam.
I understand why you
Why you say that?
I can understand why you say that.
so.
My electric bill is too small.
small.
You say that.
Absolutely.
Understandable.
Oh, I bet.
I need to speak to my CPA.
I would do the same thing.
Definitely recommend that.
Get back with you.
Not enough savings.
I agree.
Oh, it's okay.
You say that.
I need to think about it.
Yep, I understand.
Of course you do.
Let's think about it.
I have to think about it
We'll
myself.
I
have to get
would
back
love
to
for you to.
All right, guys. Great
All
job.
right, guys. Great job. Great job. Great job. So, and that just helps you, like people put at ease. So we always want to start that out in the beginning so that we can all, be open and ready, right? So now that we're open and ready, we'll go ahead and start with role play. So during role play, what we want to do is we want to role play anything that you are working on right now, whether it be scripts for inviting, whether it is for prospects, for clients, for whatever it is that you're working on, go ahead and bring it up now so that way we can fine tune it for you. So does anybody have anything that you want to role play with right now?
I have one. Had a situation where someone attended the Atlanta event. They were a realtor. Mr. Bean talked to them the whole bit. They were all excited. Had a follow-up call with them. And so they said, well, I need to talk to my broker and my business partner. It's like, okay, cool. So I was following up, and now all of a sudden the broker has access to solar, but apparently she didn't have access to solar. And so it just went round and round. And it's like, you know something, I understand everything that you're saying, but I'm going to send you the collaboration presentation because you missed out on that one when you left. So after you look at that and you show it to your broker, have them to call back, and we'll get Mr. Bean back on the line again, because remember, he said that he would answer your broker's questions. And so it was just a really 360-degree turnaround, because that's what happens. People take away our dreams. They take away our excitement about something when we introduce it to them, and just be able to role play that out.
Okay.
Or I like other people to see how that will work.
Okay, so
You're muted.
are you gonna be the broker, or so we need 3 people? One is the client, the broker, and you?
No, so it's just it's not a client, it's a realtor.
Okay.
So it's the realtor and me. So I need a realtor.
Okay. So
Or I want to respond like the realtor did.
Oh, okay, so you want to be a realtor and you want somebody to play the other person.
Yes.
Any volunteers?
I'll do it.
Okay, all right, Philip.
So
Go ahead.
you're calling me to follow up.
You're the realtor,
Yes.
right? Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, so Brennan, this is Philip with Build Network. I actually was just following up with you and see if you enjoyed the video and conversation that we had. You got any questions about it?
Actually, you remember I told you I had to talk to my broker about this, and he
Yeah.
said we already have access to solar.
Really? You have access to solar? So when you have access to solar, what are your customers satisfied with who y'all have?
Well, I haven't sold any, but he told me that we had access to be able to offer it to them. So we don't need your company.
Got it. I understand what you mean there. So let me ask you this: did he get a chance? Did you get a chance to watch? Did he get a chance to watch the solar video or anything like that, or did you get a chance to look at it and see what we have?
No, I didn't send anything to him. Can you send it back to me again so I can forward it to him? But he said we already had access to that, and we already sell ADT too.
I understand. I understand what you mean by that. So let me ask you this: so you said that y'all have solar, and but basically, do you actually have some time right now to look at the video?
I'll look at it later.
Look at it later. I understand you're a busy person.
Yeah, I want to get it to my broker, because my broker helps me maintain my budget and my money, and he's my business partner, so I really want to check everything off with him.
I agree with you completely with that. Your broker, he's a busy person. I'm sure he's more busy than everyone. But let me ask you this: so, what made him? So, in reality, what made him not want to look at it? Like basically, when you told him that you actually spoke to a new solar division, what made him actually not want to look at it, look into it?
Well, he told me that we already have access to it, so we don't need yours.
Okay, all right, I agree with you completely. So, all right.
So we'll go ahead and stop there. So
Yeah,
great job. Everybody give Philip a hand, right? Everybody, because it takes a lot, because she was coming at him, right? And first of all, what I love about Philip is your confidence, your posture is perfect. You are not giving up. You're just trying to figure out what to do and what to say. But there is no standing down on Philip. He's not going to give up. And I love that, right? Because you'll find a way, right? You'll find a way around it if you just keep going. And I love that, right? Somebody says he has a radio voice. He sure does. Right. So You know, so the confidence is there, great. I love it. And you agreed with her. So 100% the agreement. So she wasn't as combative because you agreed with her on everything, right? And so it's just the right things to say. So let's go ahead and but you know, I love that. Thanks for showing us how you keep going even if you don't feel like or know what to say, right? So Sabrina, let's start over with you and I, right? So go ahead, ring ring, Sabrina. Hi.
Hello?
Great afternoon, Sabrina.
Hi, Angel.
Hey, so we definitely need to catch up, but the reason for my call today is that I really would like to go ahead and see about what was the question? What were we supposed to do? Oh,
It was basically, I was going to talk to my broker
okay, that was where
about
it was.
Build and adding this to our platform.
Okay, great. So definitely would love to get your feedback on how the conversation with your broker went.
Well, he said we already have solar.
Okay, great. So he said that you already have solar. Definitely. I hear that all the time, right? There's a lot of people that have solar, right? So just like there's in one broker office, there's 1,000 realtors, right? So we hear that all the time. What is going to make us different is the reason why we're having this conversation. Why we are going to be different and how we are going to benefit you. So what I would love for us to do is let me go ahead and send you a video so you can take a look at it. It's about a 26-minute video, right? And that way we can get on the same page. And then let's go ahead and get a three-way call with your broker because I love, you know, to be able to speak with him and see, you know, see what benefits that we can show him that how we can differentiate between us and who he's already utilizing right now.
Sure, I can send it over to him. Zoop.
Okay, perfect. So when do you think that you'll be able to watch this video and send that over to him as well?
Well, I sent it over to him immediately when you sent it to me. So it's just a matter of him getting back to me.
Perfect. Okay. So how about we send him the video and then I want you to watch the video as well, and then I would love your feedback after the video. So would tomorrow around 3 p.m. work for you so I can see what your feedback is, and we'll wait on him and his feedback after.
Oh, I can't do it tomorrow. If so, it has to be after 5:30
5:30?
Eastern
Okay.
time, not your time.
Oh, Eastern time. Perfect. So by 6, you said 5:30 Eastern time would be 4:30. So how about 6:30 your time, Eastern time?
Okay, we can talk then.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and put that on the books. I'll send you a calendar invite and I'd love to hop on a Zoom and discuss it further. Look
Okay,
forward to seeing you there.
thanks. So just two inputs to this. This is a person that Mr. Bean actually had a three-way with after the event. The realtor. So she told him everything that she saw the possibilities in as far as her book of business. He was basically telling her what she was leaving on the table, the whole bit. The problem became is when she came back and said that her broker said they had access to it. And it's like, okay, so why haven't your broker mentioned this to you before if you have access to sell solar? And she says, well, we get 50 split. I said, okay, what is that split? She was like, I don't know. So basically he's keeping her from, you know, trying to control the situation with her to keep her from doing anything extra. Right.
Sure. Yes. And that's the
So
reason why.
basically, yeah.
And that's the reason why I had her watch the video again, right? Watch the video again so that tomorrow when I actually sit down with her, I'm going to show her what benefits outside of just solar that is going to be beneficial to her. also reiterating the residuals as well, right? Also
Yeah,
reiterating
Mr. Bean had already covered all of that with her. It's just the
Yeah.
fact that by the time that, from the time we spoke to her to the time she spoke to her broker and the follow-up, her getting back to me, she let the broker basically talk her out of everything Mr. Bean had solidified with her.
Yeah, and so you just have
Yeah.
to remind her, right? So redo
Yeah.
it over. And sometimes people need a couple of touches before they can remember, because sometimes that, one phone conversation is not enough. When they hear it multiple times, but you're giving her the video again, right? The collaborations video, and
Yep.
it's 26 minutes. Now and then you get the call afterwards. Now you can, reiterate about the collaborations, about the alkaline water systems and adding other venues outside of that. But the main thing is having her send that video to him so he can take a look at it, right? And so that he can take a look at it, and then booking that three-way with him as well, right? So that's what, and it's processes, right? So you got to take people through processes. And if you watch like Grant Cardone, there's sometimes it's 8 touches before a person signs up, right? 8 touches. So when you know that there's going to be multiple touches, just touch as much as often, as much as you can, and make sure that it's within that time frame, right? Like for me, I don't necessarily, for me, it's whenever somebody's going to get started, and it could be fast for some people, and it could be 3 months, and it could be 3 years. I'm just going to put them through the process, and they decide when they're ready, right? And so for right now, if she is if she allows the broker to make the decisions for her, then you got to get to the broker. Does that make sense? So it's just like a husband and wife, right? When a husband and wife, the husband and wife, right? The husband and wife, if the wife is the decision maker, you got to get to the wife. The husband is just going to hang there until you get to the wife. And when the wife makes the decision, then it's a done deal. So it's the same thing here. So what this person is telling you is that the broker is going to be the deciding person. So we got to get to the broker.
Hey,
Right.
can I ask a question?
What was that?
Can I ask a question?
Sure, absolutely.
So, Ms. Sabrina, so the broker in this case, how does he affect her sales in realtor and, being a realtor?
I believe it's a little bit more of a realtor's broker relationship based on what she said about him. She got to check everything off with him. As a realtor, you don't have to check everything off with your broker if it doesn't line up with them. So I think it's a little bit more, or she using it as an excuse. One of the two.
From what I'm seeing, it's more of a broker mentor relationship.
This
Just like
is a good
Yeah.
This is a good situation right here.
Yeah. So it's more like a broker mentor, right? So like, for instance, if somebody's gonna, if I'm working with Mr. Bean, then I'm gonna run it through Mr. Bean. And if Mr. Bean says, oh, that's not a good idea, then I'm gonna have to reconsider. So you need to talk to Mr. Bean. When Mr. Bean says yes, I'll say yes. Does that make
Well,
sense? So that's what I'm seeing as a dynamic, because most broker realtor relationships aren't like that, like Sabrina says, right? So it must be like a mentor type of relationship in order for her to say, it's for her to say, oh, I don't want to do it without my broker, right? So Dr. Felicia says, explain when a three-way call is necessary. To be honest, a three-way call is always necessary, Dr. Felicia, because it's always good to have a third party, right? Because what happens is they need to hear from multiple people. They don't want to hear just from one person, right? So they need to hear it from multiple people, because multiple people make it right? Not only that, but multiple people, right? Multiple people will also edify you as well, right? So the three-way call is not just to edify the person who's speaking, but it's also to edify you. So it's like a playbook, like, you know, if you watch basketball, right? There's layups, setups, all of that stuff. So you're
Right.
really setting up everything in order to help this person make a decision, right? And so the three-way is just that, right? To be able
Okay.
to set up. And so it's always important, always, because one voice, they might believe you, but they need to see more. How many people say, I need to see more? Everyone, right? They
Yeah.
want to see,
Yes.
they want to see more. They don't want to just see you. And to tell you the truth, there have been leaders. Remember, Mr. Bean is not the first leader I've had, right? He's actually the first leader that I never want to let go of. Let's say that, right? But I've had several leaders and they've made millions in industries. They've made a lot of money and they made it fast. But the thing is, though, they always kept it to where they were the only ones speaking to people. And what happens is, as many people came in, the same amount of people left, right? Because they need community and they want to hear from you. They want to hear from people who are winning, and it can't just be one person, right? So sometimes people might need to talk to a couple people, because everybody, right? How many times have people been training and stuff, and you can be like, wow, I really connect with what Mr. Bean is saying. And then some people are like, wow, I really connect with what Dr. Arlene is saying, right? Because people connect with different people. So sometimes you need a couple of three ways and a couple of other people and examples in order for a person to really like it, right? I had a team member that actually said, man, she kept on hearing the same overview, but one overview really hit her hard. And she was like, that's it. That's the one that I really like, right? Even though everybody has the same business overview, but one just really, she said, even though I've been listening to all of them, that's the right one. Actually, it was the collaboration, right? She was like, I love the collaboration. That's it. That's the one I want to use, right? So that's why three ways. You got to have another voice besides yours.
So the three-way is actually at the beginning when you choose. Is that what that's about when you're trying to get prospects?
Yes. So
Okay.
great question. So it's either if you're looking for a business partner, and I would call, you know how when you have when you're sitting there so on a client basis, like let's just say for solar, when you book that appointment, it's almost like a three-way as well, because your solar specialist actually presenting to that person and then talking
Okay.
to them as well, right? So
Okay.
that's on the client-based side, but on when we're talking about the three-way,
Mhm.
majority of the time is on a business partnership. So
Okay.
the three things to do when you get started is pique interest, of course, right? Send them the video or have them, share the business. So it's either through sending a video, having them on a business overview, having them on a launch call or on a collaborations call. And then the third one is always a three-way, right? Because that's when you get either an expert on the line that's gonna be able to talk to them, or even somebody, like, let's say, okay, there's another part of the three-way that some people don't understand. So let's say that person, the one that you're prospecting, they're like, yeah, I really like everything, but I really need to know more about the solar, but I want to know in depth about the solar. I want to know how to be a mentor for solar. So there you go. I say, I have the perfect person for you, right? I'm
Right.
going to
You're
connect you to like Mr. Idris Alaka, right? So that's what the three-way is for, right? To really get that information to that person. And it could be your senior business partner, or a mentor or somebody in the line that's going to help them make that decision.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thanks for sharing that, Serena. Love that. Because that's going to happen, right? There's always somebody who has somebody else that makes a decision for them. Or, and a lot of times when it's that working environment or that close relationship, you do have to have to when you talk to that person is when you get that person is when you get everyone else. So a lot of times, to be honest, I either talk to brokers or sometimes I talk to their agents first. And I get a lot of agents that are like, yeah, I want to know more. I want to know more. Then I go to the broker and say, hey, look, you got 4 or 5 agents that want to know more and that want to partner up. So you want to leave the money on the table or you want to sit down and talk, right? So that happens too, right? When I had my alkaline water stores for coffee, this is when I wasn't doing coffee, but I was doing when I was doing coffee, and I had all these alkaline water stores, right? Because I went to one and I shared it and they liked it and and they got it, right? They were just selling it, right, in that store. So I went to all the alkaline waters and I said, hey, look, Bill over here likes it. You know, Sarah over in Yorktown likes it, da, 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 and whatever. So now do you want to build the business or should I take them on? And they're like, no, 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 let's talk, right? So sometimes you have to do that part. So, okay, Mr. Del Boudreaux, let's go. What do
All
you have?
right. Well, I wanted to, so Miss Sabrina's problem, man, with this guy, it really intrigues me because that happened to me not long ago. This very thing, man. I walked in, the guy just turned around and said, hey, we already got one. I don't need to even talk to you, right? So I turned around and I looked at him and I said, good business people, they do price checks with 2 vendors. They don't just rely on one. So you might want to use me to check what you have and see if you're getting value, right? So that's just, I, I love this issue because this happens a lot. Third party people coming in there telling them no, and before my initial reaction would be, well, I'm about to run somebody's over and I'm just going to take them out. You know what I mean? But so what happened was the guy said, yeah, that's a good idea. And then he found out I was half the price. And now I'm up in their management talking about how we can work this out. You see? So it's just another avenue that you can possibly use. And I wanted to tell you that because that actually really happened to me like 2 weeks ago. So, and I love that approach. Just use me to check. Because if you've got a great product, when they check, they're gonna go, wow, oh my God, I didn't know y'all did all that. Wait, I'm making that much money on here? I'm only making, because I guarantee you that broker, he's making some, right?
Oh, yes.
So it's about getting him satisfied.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Anyway, that's my
Thank
comment. I
you.
appreciate you, Miss Sabrina. That's a great issue you brought. We could talk on that for hours. Thank you.
Great job. Yes. So, and that's why you want to book that 3-way with the broker, because now you can share more with the broker, right? Especially after they watch the video and see how that they can benefit on the residual side of this way as well, right? Yeah, 50-50 split, but are you getting residuals off of it as well? Right? So having that conversation, booking that 3-way with that broker is going to be really key to changing that around. So thanks for sharing. Leslie. Hi, Leslie.
Good evening, Angel. Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Allow me to come on. I had an issue, more like getting through the gatekeeper. It's a convenience store, So I wanted to speak with the owner, about maybe getting some AV charges out there or whatever. So
Mhm.
anyway, I called the store and they told me who I need to speak with. She was off duty, so I'll call back the next day. I spoke with her and I said, hi, this is Leslie. And I said, I would like to speak with the owner. And she said, well, he's not here. I said, okay, I understand. I said, what time may I call back? When you have the information? And she said, well, call me back, she said, the next day. So it was like the weekend. So it was on a Friday. So she said, call me back on Monday at 9 a.m. So I called her back at that point in time. So I said, hi, I'm found to come with you. Were you able to get information? I speak with the owner to let him know that I want to speak with him. Oh, I can't talk with him. I said, I understand. I said, well, do you have his number? No, I don't have his number. So she was getting upset. I said, okay, I understand. Just calm down. I said, well, I'll just call back later. I think she hung up on me. So I said, what, give her a break. So can I do a role play with that? I don't know.
Sure, absolutely. So you're saying that you were calling a convenience store, right?
Right.
For
Yes.
EV chargers, right?
Mhm.
Or you're calling them, or are you is it somewhere that's close by in your neighborhood you know of, or is it like,
Yeah, it's a local, convenience store.
okay, so a local convenience. How do you get past the gatekeeper? We don't need to role play this. I'll give you the answer. How
Okay,
to get
sounds
it? Build a relationship with the gatekeeper. So I would show up and say, hey, how's it going? I know you're always so busy, so I'd rather just come in here. Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm the one that was talking to you on the phone. Now I know you're a super busy person, and so is the owner, so that's the reason why I love to come by and, really introduce myself to you. Hey, by the way, let me ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Ask her some questions, right? So ask her some questions about, maybe she knows. Ask her the questions that she probably won't know, because, and you may be surprised, right? Because sometimes those gatekeepers, those managers knows more than the owners.
okay.
So I would ask all the questions that you would ask the owners. And if she comes back to tell you that, I don't know, those are the answers the owner would know. But in a convenience store, 9 out of 10 times, the manager knows more than the owners do, because the owners have like 10 or 15 of them. So that gatekeeper is your ticket to doing what you need to do, and buy her a coffee. Buy her Starbucks the next time. First time, meet her. Second time, when you come back, buy her a coffee. Hey, by the way, I stopped by a Starbucks if she likes coffee or something, right? Be friends with the gatekeeper. So I'll tell you a story. It's another one from, I actually was so great. When we used to sell coffee, I gave all the managers, every convenience store I went, free coffee all the time. I actually went and made them a cup. Hey, can I borrow your hot water? I'm gonna make you a cup of this great coffee. So that, and they're like, oh, really? Yeah. And so every time that I come by, like, hey, did you have your coffee today? No? Oh, here you go. Have some coffee, right? On me. And eventually they were telling me when the owner's coming in, when I can catch them, and when the owner look at them and say, hey, what do you think? Should we bring this product in? They're like, yeah, I think we should try. So get that gatekeeper on your side, because that's how you win them over. 9 out of 10 times. Hope that helps, Leslie.
Thank you. Yes, I will apply that. Thank you so much.
Yes. So, and that's the thing with the in-person, because in-person, you can build that rapport, right? So I've been to a lot of the alkaline water stores when I was actually selling that coffee, and they said, when I stepped in there, they said, do you know how many people from your company has already tried to come in here and put that product in there? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure, but they won't do what I do. And I proved it, right? So prove how you will be different from people. Phone calls cannot do it. But when you come in and you be personable and you come in there and you build that rapport, that's how you get that. So
That's great. Thank you.
you're welcome. Anybody else have anything any role play or anything that you want to do? And do you already have a script where you're asking those questions? So work on this, Leslie. Work on the script that you're gonna ask this gatekeeper. And then we'll role play at the next one. But the next one might be long. So go ahead and write that script and then just message me on the side and we'll work on that together. Because I don't want you to wait till 2 more weeks before the role play. So, but put it together, right? Have the questions that you're going to ask the owner, right? Because there's certain questions you can ask to make sure that it's the right fit for him, right? So
Right.
put that together and put how you're going to walk into what you're going to say when you walk up to the gatekeeper, and then
Okay.
message me on WhatsApp and we'll role play that separately sometime whenever you're ready with that.
Sounds like a winner. It's a great plan. I will do that.
Okay. All right.
You have
Where
a
would
question.
you?
You have a question. Yeah, you see it?
Okay. Do you have a script for rain? Where would I find? So we don't have a script for rain per se, but that's something that I do want to work on. But do you have something that we can work with? Or do you already have something that you're saying to people about rain? Harold? Thanks, Emmanuel.
We can't hear
Harold?
you, Harold.
We can't hear you, Harold.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
I can
You
hear
hear
you
me?
now.
Okay. I was saying that I don't necessarily have a script. Like for anytime I talk to someone about a service or a product, I don't necessarily have a script per se. Um, I'm more of myself,
Mhm.
and I more try to talk more in the sense like of a consultant, and also focus more on building a relationship and building a rapport with them more than anything. I don't have an official script, and I haven't really pitched it too much. But the times that I have pitched it, it's been more in the lines of, um, "Hey, how are you today? How have you been? You know, how's the your life treating you? I try to like conversate about like personable things,
Okay,
and then I'll just start, kind of coming. Well, yeah, I'm actually working with a great network of organization that has different verticals to offer, and I'm currently calling you because I'm really interested to know, like, what are you doing as far as your water? Do you have any like water filtration system there, or do you currently buy bottled waters, or what do you currently do at your home for your water?
great.
Do you guys manage tap water, or do you buy in Primo water, Brita?
Mhm.
What kind of, how do you manage that? Oh, we just, buy our water bottles from Costco. Da, da, da. Okay, great. Well, I was, the freshest water, as you know, is probably going to be spring water, straight from the mountains. But if you're not living next to a spring, a mountain, you're probably going to need something, that can actually, give you the minerals that you need, you know, and uh, um, and they're going to be easy for you to actually have it, you know, for your health. So I personally go, I try to buy Ozarka, at Costco from time to time when I'm gonna go. But you know, um, I also have a water filtration at home that I use for showering, for drinking, and everything. And it's called REIN, and that's been working great for me. It's actually I feel better. I You could taste better. It's a whole different type of water that I'm drinking now in comparison to, the water bottles or the standard tap water. Even to cook, like I used to cook with water bottles, thinking I was cooking with a good water, but you know, after I seen a couple of results and testings that my colleagues have showed me, I've actually learned that, you know, I don't even want to drink soda or a lot of other liquids I see nowadays because, you know, I was able to see, you know, some very interesting things when I seen the presentation for the products that I'm talking about. Would you be available? You know, I could actually just show you, you know, what I see and that kind of changed my opinion about what I'm currently drinking, you know, anything I'm consuming now because you know, I'm all about health, you know, and I'm trying to um improve my health. I'm sure you're trying to, you know, always keep, you know, we're striving to stay healthy and most of the times we go to the grocery store and I mean
So,
most of the things that we buy there
so
are probably
we'll stop right there
yeah.
because I can tell you, I can already tell you why why it's not resulting to where you are. You're telling more, the person who's talking is not leading. The person who's asking questions is leading. So you're telling them instead of leading them to make a decision, right? So how I would do it is what you were saying in the beginning. You were going great in the beginning, but towards the end, when you were talking about yourself and how you like the water and all of that stuff, um, what the other person, and I'm going to talk about the other end of the person, right? It's not about them, so they don't really care. Right. So this is why we practice here because they don't care. They just care about themselves. Right. So at this point, they're zoning you out, to be honest, and they're probably waiting for you to finish the conversation before they get off the line. Right. So what you have to do is turn it around to have a conversation. You're not having a conversation, you're just telling them, and they're just hurrying you, if they haven't hung up already. So now, is this like cold market or warm market? Because there's two different ways to warm market, you would be different, and then cold market, you would be different. So which one are you talking to more?
No, I was just kind of give you an example of how I would
Oh,
how
how you would. Okay.
how I
But
would
are
or
you
I
trying
kind
to
of
target the cold market or are you trying to target your warm market right now?
like let's say if I was talking to one of my friends, that's
Okay,
how I
your
would
friend.
that's how I would probably talk to them. Yeah, my friends or a family member.
Yeah, friends or then they would be nice to you just to stay on the phone. So the difference between cold market is they'll hang up on you and then friends will just stay to just listen, but that you're not going to get the result that you want.
I have a question for you. So do you and I'm sorry to sound so novice. This is my first time
Oh,
meeting.
no, no, no.
This is my first
No,
time here.
no. I love that you're
Um,
very transparent. I love it. Yes. Go ahead.
the so I overheard you're going to businesses offering the water like for like what kind of business, like grocery stores or
Oh no, not me. I was sharing that was when I was doing the coffee, right? For right now,
oh okay, gotcha.
the water is more for residential, right?
Residential. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. No, I'm
Okay.
so happy because you know what you're doing right now, Harold, and it takes courage for you to come here and say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm saying, and for you to get the right, the right uh guidance to do it right. I mean, a lot of people may not even have the courage to even get up here and say it wrong. And that's where their business is not going to go forward because they don't have the courage that you do. So I really commend you on your courage to come in here. And that's the reason why I want to help you so that you're going to get the results that you want, right? And the
Thank you guys.
results that you deserve for going out there and being courageous. So everything that you're doing is great. So let's talk about the warm market for you then. You're calling your warm market. So this is the thing for you is that for your warm market, what I would just start off the call because remember this is warm market, but there's a reason for the call. So when you call, you would say, here's your script, right? Great morning, John, or great afternoon, John, period. Let them respond. Hey, Harold, great morning. Then, after you wait for them to respond, now you said, hey, we definitely need to catch it up at a later date. You don't want to go through the how are you doing? Because an hour later with the dog and the, with who's been sick and who's been this, then you're finally gonna say what you really want to say. Right? So we want to cut all that because you can catch up later, right? When you say that, that means that, oh, there's a reason for your call. It's not a let's catch up for an hour call, right? Hey, real quick, I don't have a lot of time, or and that
Yeah.
way they understand it's a quick call. You wanna gauge the expectations on this call, right? For this call. The reason for my call is, right? And then because you want to let them know when somebody picks up the phone, and you can tell me if it's wrong, but the first thing you want to know is who is it and what do they want? So instead of waiting for them to ask you, if you tell them who it is and the reason for your call is, you already bypass the objections. Because if you don't answer, if you don't say that, now they're already on what? On their heels, like, when are you gonna tell me? So John, why are you calling me? Why are you calling me after an hour later? And then when you introduce what you're gonna do, the first thing they're gonna say is, oh, so that's what this call was all about. You didn't really care about my day. You just wanted to hurry up and get me to say whatever, and then now here's your real objective, right? So you don't want them to feel that way. So
Yeah.
you want to be transparent and say, hey, we're gonna catch up another day, but the reason for my call. And they're going to respect you for that, Harold. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
business is business, friendship is friendship, and they'll respect you for that. So sometimes people think that you got to be nice and you got to listen and do all this. No, they won't respect you as a business person. And you need them to respect you as a business person right now, not Harold the friend. I'm Harold the business owner. And I have and I need your help right now. Hey, look, the reason for my call is, hey, I need your help. I just started a nationwide alkaline water, home essentials, and alkaline water system is one of the main things that I'm really passionate about. Let me ask you a question. What do you know about alkaline water?
Mhm. Well, I don't know much, but if you're calling me about it, it must be important.
Okay. So yeah, so you've never drank alkaline water before. Do you drink bottled water? How do you drink your water now?
I I buy the little filters for my refrigerator.
Oh, you buy the filters from your refrigerator, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, well, great. So let me ask you a question then. How long do you also buy bottled waters outside?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now for you, Harold, is, a lot of people haven't heard about alkaline water yet. So I want to go ahead and send you this video real quick. Can you watch it right now, or do I need to call you back?
Yeah, I could watch it.
Okay, great. So let me go ahead and send that to you and just watch it real quick. It doesn't take
Okay.
that long, right? I like to do things then and there. So if he
That's
said
the
yes, okay.
Alka 47. What is Alka 75 video?
Yes, there's a video that Mrs. Bean has. I
Mhm.
can send that.
It's in the back office, right? I seen it. I seen two of them there.
Yeah, you can send that one there in the back office and
Yeah.
send them to have them take a look at that. So now, once you once you take a look at that, right? Then you can go, and once they watch that video, now you can get on and say, well, what did you like most about what you saw? Now you know why a lot of people are.
I haven't drank soda since I watched that video, just so you know.
Exactly. So they can't unsee that video, right?
I haven't.
So that's the thing. I mean,
I go to the store. I'm like, nah.
if you
When
really
I go to
want
the
to give
restaurant,
people
like I'll say.
nightmares, if you really want to give people nightmares, show them that video. Because I swear, I can't even like wash my like a vegetable, right? And this be like, oh my God, what is in there? And then not only that, but you can send them a link to there's a link where it shows you what contaminants are in their water as well. So we have all that access, right? So there's contaminant link as well. Just they can put in their zip code and they can see the contaminants, how many contaminants in there, right? So you can't really unsee that video. So once they can't, now they're having nightmares. Now you're just like, man, can you, I can't even, I joke around with them. I say, I can't even wash my vegetables in that sink water ever again, right? Knowing that what's soaking into my food, right, from there. And so as they're at that's the next part is like, hey, let's go ahead and get you a consultation.
Oh, we
I
have
see.
another question about drip. What is drip?
Drip is the CRM.
No, but you were talking about dripping on people.
Oh, dripping the video.
No, how you just drip. Drip basically means your touches,
Oh,
right?
like giving, yeah, giving them, you mean like dripping, like when I'm giving them information? Right,
Yes.
throughout.
Yes.
Yeah, so dripping means that you're just giving them information and information till they make a decision, right? So dripping just means like is point is just reaching out, and it could be, it's what they call follow-up, right? So when you're dripping, that means you're following up with them, right? And it could be 8 follow-ups. It could be some people just 1 follow-up. Some people may have a whole year or 2 of follow-ups, right? It just all depends on the person and where they're at. That's why I said when Harold was talking about what he likes about the water and everything like that, the customer doesn't care. They just care about what they like, right? So that's why it doesn't matter how much money you're making. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. It doesn't matter how much, uh, what success you have. They just care about how it's going to benefit them. So when you learn how to pull out by asking questions, right? Pull out by asking questions what it is that they need, what it is that they're looking for, and you know how to answer those solutions for them. That's how you're going to close the deal, by offering solution, right? You got to offer the right solution for that person. It's not, it's just like finding that marriage for them. Right? Finding how they can marry Bill, right? What can Bill do to marry you, right? So that's what you have to find for that particular person, right? Find a pain point. So Harold, when you're asking these questions, like, are you buying bottled water? Are you carrying? Some people have that 5-gallon jug that they go to the machine and they're filling that up every time. I mean, how's your back? How, let's go ahead and free up your back, right? Just fill it from your sink. How about that?
And
No
when was the
more,
last time?
yeah, no more bottled water, because all you have to do is just turn on your faucet and put it in your water canister now,
When was the last time you washed that water bottle? The big
right?
5-gallon one.
Right? So it is whatever it is that they're doing with water right now, where you can come in and be a solution, but also make sure that they have that clean alkaline water as well, right? Because a lot of water out there, especially the refrigerator, because you mentioned the refrigerator, it's acidic. It's basically tap water that's been purified. purified means that they took chemicals to purify your water. So now you're drinking chemicals. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I have a
Right?
question.
Uh-huh.
Would you give me the would I be can I try that again, but like if I was doing a cold call, like just cold calling somebody?
Sure, absolutely. Who wants to be on the other side?
Faith, be on the other
Okay,
side.
Miss Carla, you're here.
Or
Okay,
so,
go ahead. So she's gonna
who is
be
it?
your partner,
Okay. Who's my partner?
Miss Carla Wynn, right there.
Hi, Carla. Nice to meet you.
You're muted, Carla.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Harold Robles.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me. Okay. Hi, Carla. This is Harold with Rain H2O. How's your day going today?
Harold, how do we know each other?
I'm actually calling the area. I see that you're from San Francisco, and I've been focusing in California. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I
Mm.
just kind of wanted to have a mission right now to be able to help families in California in learning more about the water that's available to us that we drink and that we actually use every day. And I just wanted to see if I may have a few minutes of your time to just kind of share some more information on that. I'm with Rain H2O, and would you give me a few minutes of your time?
Um, I got a minute. Can you tell
Okay.
me anything in 60 seconds?
Okay, I will try. Okay, I guess that should be too fast, too
Okay,
furious.
I have to fail you because you said try. Number one, that's a word that needs to disappear from your vocabulary.
And
So, and then number two is not I will try, right? Our agreement drills. Whatever she says, whether you like it or not, you have to agree. So you say done, right? She said, can you do it in
Perfect.
60 seconds? So you're saying done. Send me an email.
Okay,
Done. Whatever it is, done. But I'm still
done.
gonna go with my agenda
Just say
anyway.
done. Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Perfect, perfect.
So once you say done, now you can continue. Okay,
Okay,
continue on.
done. Ms. Carla, we've helped many homeowners all through California to eliminate dangerous contaminants, like lead and different things that go into water. I'm not sure if you ever, uh, uh, you know, put water or let water rinse between your hands. And I don't know if you ever touched it. It kind of feels a little slimy, right? And,
Yeah, yeah, kind of. Yeah, California water is different than East Coast water, so yeah, I guess I remember that. Yeah.
you could even try it now. If there's a little sliminess and that you might see there, and also even like if you rinse certain glasses when you're washing dishes, it may leave like stubborn water spots. Those are all actually signs, that your water is probably not gonna is not as clean as it can be, right? Because obviously we know that the pipes in the city has a bunch of calcium buildup. I've actually done renovations through plumbing in the
Hold on, hold
past.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold up.
Yes.
So you saying that those spots from my dishwasher is like not good is not good? I mean, because afterwards I rinse my glasses off. So you saying that that's like not good?
Well, what I'm saying is that when you rinse your glass, not dishwasher, when you're rinsing your glass, you may see stubborn water spots from time to time. And those are just
Uh-huh.
signs that number one, you may be damaging some of your glass where there, or you may be drinking water that's contaminated.
Interesting. Yeah, but we just did have a whole bunch of fires out here in California, so I guess I can see that.
So I mean, so that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to call you. I won't take no more of your time. If I may, I would like to send you a video just for you to watch, just so you could kind of get an idea, of what you're drinking and what we're using to wash vegetables with and eat and even shower with. A lot of these things can be
You're taking more than a minute of my time, brother.
no problem, Carla. Let me consider this done. I just send you the text right now with the video. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Awesome. Well, if it's okay with you, when can I call you back? Watch the video, take your time, And if you're available tomorrow at 2 p.m. or maybe even later today, I'm more than likely love to call you back and just kind of check back to get your thoughts on it. It changed my life when I see that video.
Tomorrow at 2. I think I have a meeting at 2. What about 5? Will
Perfect.
5 work?
5 it is.
Okay.
All right. See, you got an appointment. All right, everybody, give him a round of applause for being courageous today. Congratulations, Harold. You did
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
well. You see how right out of the gate you did so much, right? Like you can see the transformation, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel it, right? Different than how you started off way earlier today, right? And so look at the change just in this little session. So imagine if you work on it every single day, right? It's just going to get better and better. So there's a couple things I love. Of course, I love your energy, and I love how your voice and the way you speak is so calm, so great. I love that, right? The only things that I would say is number one, don't ask for permission. Remember, you're the leader. You're leading in
Well,
this
the reason
conversation.
I do that is because there's a new law in telemarketing that you have to get the person's consent while you're cold calling them.
Okay. Oh, getting
Yeah.
the consent, the
Yeah,
consent.
yeah.
Okay.
When you so you
Well,
have to say like "may I," or you have to kind of go around like that because
mhm.
if they report you, then it could bring a liability to yourself.
Okay. Well, what I would do is, I mean, if you have to ask for consent, I would leave.
That's something new that just happened like 2 weeks ago. The only
Really?
reason I know is because the call center, the
Oh, from
I
the
work
call
with
center.
I work
Okay.
with call centers
Oh,
and
gotcha.
we
Okay.
got these notices through our phone providers.
Oh, from your phone provider. Okay.
Yeah.
So how I would rephrase that would be what you could do, because what you can do is you can actually do everything, leading her all the way, is because you just said like, if you don't mind, may I, and those are more like fillers, right? You do want to ask consent, but but some of them were like just like fillers, like double, right? So what I would do is I would say, hey, Miss Carla, hey, and the part that I want you to do is, I know that you were explaining the video, but what I would suggest you do, because she told you that she only had 60 minutes, right? Or
60 seconds.
60,
Yeah.
60 seconds, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to say, great, since you're giving me 60 seconds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you this video right away, right?
Okay. Gotcha.
So I would send her the video and let her watch the video, and then I would say, done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send you this video. Let me go ahead and have you watch this video. Let me go ahead and connect with you after you watch it. Are you watching it today or tomorrow? Uh, Today or tomorrow, right? Always give them two choices, today or tomorrow. So let's say she said today, then I say, okay, great, tomorrow. So would it be okay if we go ahead and get on a Zoom to see your feedback at 2 p.m. tomorrow? Or I do like the AM, so 10 a.m. or 2
Oh,
p.m. I always give it based on what my availability is,
okay.
right? And then once you do that, then now at the end, if you need to be compliant, say, okay, before I let you go, Mrs. Carla, I want to check to make sure that you're giving me permission to do this or that, before we get off the line,
Okay. Gotcha.
right? And then you can
Yeah.
ask it at the end, right? Do I have your permission to do this? Do I have your permission to book our meeting at 2 p.m.? Are you okay with everything that we've spoken about? Are you okay with getting me my feedback and me calling you at 2 p.m. tomorrow? And you can just do all that right at the end, right?
Okay.
But during the call, you want to lead her into a direction first, right? And then at the end of the call, then just go ahead and speed up with all the things that you needed protocol wise, right? Okay, let's hit protocol. Before we get off this line, we're gonna hit protocol.
Carla got me when she said, "You've been over 60 seconds already."
Yeah, so you don't want her to say that, right? So that's why I said send the thing. And then get what? You can actually say, hey, Carla, since I sent you the video, I'm done before 60 seconds and I booked an appointment with you. How great is that? Right?
Yeah.
let her give you her kudos, right? Because sometimes that kind of rapport will make them pick up the phone the next time that you actually call them, right? So you want to
Right.
joke around, especially with cold market, because you got to build that rapport. But
Gotta build that rapport.
it's time. Thanks everyone for being on this role play, right? I hope you guys got a lot of value this week, and 2 more weeks we will be having another one. So come and let us know role play, right? So we can help, and you can see the transformation from Harold already just within one time, right? So I can't wait to see everybody's transformation, with learning what to say and what to do, and ask a lot of questions. Just ask a lot of questions, right? That's where you want to live in, because the more intel you can get from from that prospect, the more, like, it's just like if you're a realtor, right? You don't want to just show a bunch of homes. You want to ask, okay, let me narrow it down, because there's a billion homes. So what do you like? What is this? Let's narrow it down, right? Are you a bedroom person? Are you a kitchen person? Are you a what? Same thing here, ladies and gentlemen. Narrow it down. What in this business can help them? So you got to ask a lot of questions so you can narrow down what it is that they need. So for that, I'll see you guys next time, and see you guys on the Millionaire Mentorship Call tonight. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
God bless
you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.